Imagine, if you dare, you're under attack, but you can choose a team of defenders. The catch? The team must be made up of characters taken from a single actor's resume. Which actor will you choose? Worry not, I am here to help you with this heavy decision. Nonsense? Of course. Vital? Absolutely. Welcome to SYFY WIRE's Vital Nonsense! Unto the breach! I'm rolling.
Okay, I'm rolling as well. I'm gonna do a big ass clap just in case.
Options, yes you must have options. What are the rules? What actors with what roles do you have to choose from? It's time to send out the call! First up, Samuel L. Jackson. A prolific genre actor who could likely face down any army all by himself. If chosen, your defenders shall be Jedi Master Mace Windu from the Star Wars galaxy, Frozone from Pixar's The Incredibles and The Incredibles 2, Nicholas J. Fury from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as a bonus, Jules Winfield from Pulp Fiction.
Already with this?
Pretty solid all around, but we're far from over. Your second option, Ryan Reynolds, where you would get Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool from the Deadpool movies, Hal Jordan, aka the Green Lantern from Green Lantern. I guess we're counting it. Pikachu from Glengarry Glen Ross. Sorry, that's wrong. From Detective Pikachu. That's right. And as a bonus...
Again with the bonus, come on.
As a bonus, Chris Brander from Just Friends. It was either him or Will Hayes from Definitely Maybe. Also, I left out Hannibal King from Blade Trinity, so throw him in if you want. Your third option, CHARLIZE Theron, where, bless my soul, you'd get Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road, and Dramaki from The Old Guard, Aeon Flux from Aeon Flux from Aeon Flux, and as a powerful bonus, Charlotte Field, political up-and-comer armed with Seth Rogen speeches from Longshot. Not really. The bonus is Cypher from The Fate of the Furious. Your fourth and final option, who else but KEANU Reeves, where you'd get Neo from the Matrix trilogy, Duke Kaboom from Toy Story 4. If you have to ask, you're already dead. And as a bonus, Ted Theodore Logan. Whoa. These are your players. The board is set. Pieces are moving. Saddle up! Let's get this movable feast underway. The game's afoot! I should begin by mentioning that yes, someone in the army that is coming at you has messed with John Wick's dog. Surely you saw that coming. Ryan Reynolds looks like he has an array of powerful players to go with, but let us unpack that for a moment. According to Deadpool 2, the Ryan Reynolds who chose to do Green Lantern is dead, so his Hal Jordan may never show up at all. If he did show up with the power of Oa at his command, Hal Jordan would be a good ally, more powerful than Deadpool, who may spend too much time breaking the fourth wall to an unseen audience.
Tell me they got that in slow motion.
Yes, he can heal, and yes, he's proficient with both swords and firearms, but are you really ready to put your life in the hands of the merc with a mouth? Think about it. Pika Pika, if you get Detective Pikachu from the end of that movie, then you'll have some firepower, but if he's from the first part, you'll have a cuddly fun little friend who talks like Ryan Reynolds. He'd be more useful than Chris Brander, whose only weapon is a fat suit that is in really poor taste and would make the advancing army feel bad about themselves. Hannibal King would be Hannibal King. It should be noted that Deadpool, at least in the movies, retains his healing abilities when they are not being stunted by a dampening collar. The same may not be able to be said for Andromachy over on Team Charlize, whose healing abilities are in question. Still, like Wade Wilson, she never stops never stopping, but she's got tons more experience. She's probably been at this ever since the Trojan War. Hector! Someone else who never stops stopping is Furiosa. She's jazzed up and pissed as hell, so yeah, she's ready to ride a flaming war rig right through anyone and everyone. She's not immortal, but she'd have Andromache and Aeon Flux leaping off the rig to help her out, and behind the scenes, SYFY would be hacking any computerized systems that your attackers would have. If they come at you with tech, then SYFY would be on it. They're more mythical than technical. Do you think that SYFY could hack an evil Pegasus? I'm thinking yes, but feel free to change my mind. Also, possibly able to hack an evil Pegasus, Nick Fury, and he's got his eye on you. He doesn't have the Avengers with him, but he's still no joke when there's trouble, and there's always trouble, Cap. Fury aside, have we really seen the full extent of Frozone's powers? Because I don't think we have. What happens if he gets really pissed off? Would it be always winter, never Christmas? He's animated, so the possibilities are pretty massive. Whether or not he finds his super suit, are we ignoring a potentially global threat here? A question for another day, or right now. Let me know. The abilities of Mace Windu should definitely not be ignored. He's not just any Jedi Master, he's a master of the Vapad lightsaber form, and second in power only to Master Yoda himself. Windu proved himself time and again, and he'd come loaded with every Force trick in the book. Throwing in Jules Winfield, well, this party's over. Party, rave cave tunnel scene, Matrix Reloaded, bam! Time for Keanu. Neo, the one, is definitely a snazzy, sexy ally who could take care of everything in a snap, but not so fast. Would he show up as real-world Neo or Matrix Neo? Is he Neo with his Matrix powers or Neo with a torn-up sweater on his way to the rave? You can't be sure who you're going to get. That's why it's good that no matter what version of Neo shows up, John Wick is always John Wick, and as I said, these guys with his dog, together with Duke Kaboom, a toy whose carnage could potentially turn quite lethal. You've got a bloodbath party of everyone. As for Ted...
Dude, using Ted is stupid. You could have just used Constantine and made things even more secure.
Okay. The voice you've been hearing interrupting me is SYFY WIRE's Wonka David, host of Everything You Didn't Know, the director of this series, and also someone who promised me that they wouldn't interrupt.
I have no choice. This is a bad call.
No, it is not.
It is. And don't go on the whole he had no tan trench coat in the movie rant. Please, not again.
No, all right, yeah, more like everything you don't want to know. Am I right, everybody? Well, as I was saying, would Ted just sit back and face the music? Not necessarily. Neo does not come with Morpheus and Trinity. Deadpool does not come with Cable, and Andromache does not come with Nile, Booker, Joe, and Nikki. They don't bring their teams, but they do come with their accessories, just like all decent action figures. With swords, guns, lightsabers, and super suits aplenty, Ted Theodore Logan wouldn't come with Bill S. Preston Esquire, but he would naturally come with a phone booth time machine, and not so fast. The time device that Deadpool uses in his sequel belongs to Cable, so that would be a Cable accessory. Cable ain't coming. It's Ted Theodore Logan who will be responsible for the time travel. Also a tan trench coat. Not hard to find. Not hard. Wouldn't have been hard. If you ask me, and you haven't, Ted's time machine is what puts Keanu over the top. With John Wick alone, you're probably good. Adding in Duke Kaboom is only going to help, and if you end up with Matrix Powers Neo, the assembled hordes of Genghis Khan wouldn't be able to touch you. Just in case something falls through the cracks with them, however, and something goes wrong, Ted Theodore Logan can nip into his time machine, take things back a few minutes, and fix it. Did I just crack this case for you, or did you tune out somewhere around the second Glengarry joke? Give a timestamp if possible. I want to know where. I'd love to be able to choose Sir Ian McKellen here, who would allow Gandalf, Magneto, older Sherlock Holmes, and King Richard III into the mix, but I'm not allowed to mention him.
You still aren't.
With the potential power of the One, the animated energy of Duke Kaboom, Ted with a time machine, and a very pissed off John Wick, my choice would be Keanu Reeves. That's my choice, but who cares? What say you? What would your choice be? CHARLIZE, Samuel L., Ryan, or Keanu? Is there a role that I didn't include that I should have? Is there another actor that should be a choice but isn't? Should Ming-Na Wen be a choice as I originally intended? Were you content with Whoopi? Let us know. Comment right here and you could be featured in this section in our next episode. Also, be sure to vote in our YouTube community poll and then discuss in our next installment. Let your nonsense fly free. What say you? What say you? This is the point in the show where usually I'll be going over results and feedback from our previous query, but it's the first episode, so there isn't any feedback yet. Instead, I'll read a few lines from Herodotus. There are many soothsayers in Scythia, and their method... I've been known to believe in as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. I believe that a Pokemon detective can take down a Psylocke. I believe that Frozone could destroy Narnia if he really wanted to. I believe that CHARLIZE was charming as hell in Long Shot, and that Neo is the one. I also believe that this enterprise was worthwhile, and that you may have enjoyed it, even though it was all just nonsense after all. You may even engage with it. Nothing impossible about that. Improbable? Definitely. Maybe. Impossible, though? Well, that depends on you.